Hello, my name is James Park, and I help business owners build their brand and marketing strategy for their small business. My experience includes working as a marketing director for a successful healthcare practice and UX designer and product strategy advisor for a Fortune 50 healthcare company. I've worked with small business owners to help them build their brand to double and even triple their monthly income. I'm going to share some hacks and strategies to help you build your brand and grow your business. Recently, I helped a small business owner with his website for a mobile mechanic business. Although he had great reviews on Google, he didn't have a website. So I built him one in just one weekend. If you are in auto repair and you need a website, you can follow these steps that I'm about to lay out for you and build your own website at a fraction of the cost of hiring a designer. So I'm in so today what we're going to cover is just basically the basics of a website to get you started. All right. So all you have to do is log in right up here, sign up using your email address or Google account. I already have a Google account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in with that, and I'll meet you inside. So once you've logged into Wix, you should see something like this. It's going to be very similar to my dashboard here. Um, I do have an archive with other sites, and so it's going to be slightly different from what you see. But basically, this is what you should see on your dashboard. And what we can do is we can jump right in. So here we're going to create a new website. So this blue button here, we're going to click on that. Okay. And so this is going to ask you a bunch of questions, AI. They're going to ask you what your site is all about. And so we'll go ahead and go through this. Okay, so this is going to be for an auto repair business. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and enter what our site is all about, which is auto repair. So we'll go ahead and type that in right here. Click on that next button. And so AI is going to start to process and figure out what it's going to do for this website. So now you can share any specific goals you have for your auto repair site. Maybe you're looking to attract more local customers or offer online booking. Okay, so at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end the chat and continue. Now it's going to load the dashboard. And this is the dashboard with all these other um, features and functions, like for example, a booking calendar. You could look up sales and booking services, blog. So there's so many things that you can do with Wix as far as marketing and bookings concerned. So much functionality. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and go straight to designing our site. Okay, we can always come back here. So our main goal today is just to build the website. All right, so I'm going to go right up here in the top right corner, design site, click on that. Okay, we can either customize a template that they already have, or we can generate a design with AI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a template that they already have. Okay, now we want to go with auto repair. So since we already chose that topic, the search ends up with these options. So we have a mechanic, we have an auto repair shop, car repair service. So they have quite a few to choose from, and these are actually really nice. They're all really nice. Okay, so let's go with, let's say, this one. Okay, so we can start to edit this. And once we do that, it's going to process and open up the template. And now we can customize the website. So as you can see, um, this is the reason why Wix is so powerful, so amazing, because we've essentially brought up this template that we can use for our auto repair business, and we're pretty much ready to go. You see, the bones of this website are already there. So we have, if we click into this, we can clearly see, okay, what it's going to look like. We have a header image. We have a menu up here. As we scroll down, we have a call to action, schedule your appointment for customers to schedule theirs. Your car's best solution, quality brands we offer, right? Contact information. So this makes it so easy. I mean, there's really nothing like this, right? All we have to do is we go in and we just make adjustments to all of these. Okay, so customize it according to um, what your business is all about. Okay, um, so if we click right on the left side, we can see that we have the pages, and these are all the pages that we currently have. And these are up in the menu. We have our home, about us, services, pricing plans, insurance, contact. You can use all of these, or you can just pick and choose what you want. Let's say if you don't want your insurance up there right now, okay, we can delete it or hide from menu. So we'll go ahead and hide it from the menu. Okay, so if you delete it, you're going to lose this, right? You won't be able to get it back. But let's say if you want to use this later, let's just hide it from the menu. So we'll do that. Okay, so now it's gone from the menu. Um, okay, so going back to this page, I think, yeah, we're really like pretty much 80% there, I would say. Like probably 90%, it's just a matter of now going through and editing this content, customize it the way you want it. Okay. So at this point, we want to go ahead and save our website. So go to the very top right and where you can see save, click on that, and we can save this domain. This is actually a free Wix domain that we can customize. So I'm just going to leave it because that's auto repair. This is my Wix domain. You can connect your own customized domain. We can go over that some other time, but yeah, let's go ahead and save and continue. So this is going to save your website. You can hit done. And so whenever you make changes to your website, it's always good to save it so that you can keep your changes. We don't have to publish it just yet because we haven't changed anything. These are all just sample text and content. But we can switch out this photo if we want. We can change all of this text to make it customized to however you want it. Even these right here. So we'll go over that next. All right. So now that we've saved our progress, what we want to do is we want to add some content. And I tell you, as a web designer, as a marketing person, content is like one of the most important and most difficult things to create for a website or a blog or advertisement, anything. Okay, so what makes it a whole lot easier for us now is um, AI. Okay, so you probably heard about ChatGPT. Um, that's well known and used by a lot of people. I've used ChatGPT, um, but I also like Claude. So Claude.ai. This is just like ChatGPT, and you can put in prompts, and you could create your website content. So yeah, if you don't have it, go ahead and sign up. You could sign up with your Google account and get a free account. So here I am. I'm already here at the prompt. So I'm going to have Claude create website content for me. What we want to do here is we want to enter a prompt for Claude. We want to be specific. So in this case, with our auto repair business, let's say it's a local business located in Virginia, and let's give it a name. Let's call it AutoWorks. I would like written website content for an auto repair local business in Springfield, Virginia. Okay. Um, we serve the Metro DC area, and we have been in business for 10 years. Okay, so this is just an example to get you going. And what Claude's going to do is Claude's going to take this information and build all this website content. Now, this is great because, as you know, right, website content is difficult to come up with. And so we're going to go ahead and enter this information and see what Claude comes up with. Okay, so um, this is what Claude is saying. I'd be happy to help you create website content for your auto repair business in Springfield, Virginia. All right, so this is amazing. This is incredible. As you guys know, right, you guys in auto repair, look at all this great content. Trusted Auto Repair in Springfield, Virginia. So here we have this hero section. This would be at the very top of the homepage. We have an About Us section. You can take this, you literally can copy and paste it and customize it to your liking, right? This gives you a very good foundation to build from, okay? So I love to use this as like a starting off point and to basically customize it as I go, right? Because every repair shop is different, but there are a lot of similarities, right? Engine repair, brake services, electrical systems, heating and AC, oil changes. They even got all of this, which is amazing. In the Metro DC area, we have all of these cities, right? Northern Virginia. Um, so we even got like customer testimonials. So you want to replace these with your own like Google reviews and whatever testimonials from previous customers, your information and business hours. So this is great. Okay, so you could so it's going to stay in here in your account for Claude. You could also download it as a PDF and keep it in your computer as a PDF. But yeah, I mean, you could literally just like copy and paste this right into your website as you're building it. All right. What I did here was I split the screen up so that you guys could see what my workflow is. Like, let's say if you have a laptop or a computer, and this makes it a lot easier. Of course, if you have multiple screens, you could have one um, on one screen, and if you're working on the Wix website, you could have it on the other screen. So this makes it really nice and easy because you could literally just copy and paste this into your Wix website. Okay, so I did mention that we can call this AutoWorks, right? So let's go ahead and do that. AutoWorks as the name of our business, our auto repair shop. Auto Center, I don't want to have that there. Maybe auto repair. Let's try that. Okay. Um, Now we have all of this information that we want to update. Like this is the hero section. So we can take this right here. Okay. We can copy that and put it right in this. So we want to double click. Okay. And paste it in there. So let's say if we do that, okay, get that out of the way, double click into here, paste it. Okay. So yeah, there you go. That's going to be our title or a caption for that header image. And then, here we can take this, we can just copy and paste it, double click and then paste it right into there. So as you can see, we're making it very customized to our business. Trusted Auto Repair in Springfield, Virginia, serving Metro DC for 10 years. And then we even have this part: when your vehicle needs expert care, trust the experienced team that has been keeping Springfield and Greater Washington D.C. area moving for over a decade. I mean, this sounds amazing. This is just like excellent marketing copy. I'm gonna move this up some, so you can move these around. You can basically size it differently. Okay, I want this to actually take up more space here, so um, I'm gonna move this to the left and this one to the right. All right, I think that's better. Okay, I think this image is fine for now. I may change that, but I think that works pretty well. This one I want to add, I think I want to make this bold. Okay, so double click into here every time you want to change text, and then you can change it in these text settings box that appears. So I'm going to make this bold. So the reason why is because the font was a little thin, so if I bold the font, then there's a sharper contrast between this white and the black background. This one, typically when you have this type of text, you don't want to bold this, so I'm going to keep this as is. Maybe I will increase the font a little bit. You can use this slider, or you can actually type it in. So the default was 16, so let's say let's move it up to 18. 18, enter. Okay, so that's cool. All right, I'm going to move this up a little bit more. I'm going to move this up as well, so it's kind of like centered. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and save it at this point. Okay, uh, done. We don't have to show this every time, so I'm going to check this box. Don't show this again. Done. Okay. Let's say you did want to change this image out with another one. Let's say you wanted to find another image, or you have one of your own. Okay, that's really easy to do. All you have to do is actually go here. You can change the background. Okay. Um, Now this may be a little tricky because this is saying to change background. You have to know exactly which section that's going to be in. So for instance, you can tell by the highlighted sections which one you're working on. Like if you select this section, you see with this purple box and this is highlighted. And if I double click in here, okay, you can see that change background comes up in quick edit. So that means that you are able to change the background of this section. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. It's a little bit tricky. it's very subtle. Like here, if I click on this, okay, you see change background comes up for this section, okay? So for instance, let's say if you wanted to go with a different color rather than the red, it says change background, right? So if you go to color here, and let's say you're like, oh, you know what? I'd rather go with a blue, okay? Um, so you can do that. You can add a color here. You can edit the theme colors. Okay, so these are actually the theme colors for this particular website. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. If we edit this, okay, this is considered an accent color, right? But we could change this. We could make it a different color. So if we edit this and if we go to the blue, okay, that looks pretty nice, right? Let's say like a darker blue like that. Okay. You see how now if you apply this and you change the color theme, this is going to be a theme for the entire website, right? It's a global theme, okay? So here it says that as well. These colors are used across your website. Edit colors or change your whole theme. So you have to be really, sure, okay, are you wanting to do this for the entire website, right? Um, let's say if you decide to do that, okay? Yeah, let's go for it. So if you scroll down, you're going to see this has been changed. This has been changed. So let's say you're like, oh crap, I'm not really into that blue. I want to go back. How do I go back? Okay, if you look here at the top right, you can see this undo. So click on that and then just click until you get back to the original. You see that? Okay. So you saw it in steps, right? If I redo, it's going to go back to that. If I undo, it's going to go back to the original red. Okay. Um, I think I like the red, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it because there's some red in the logo. So that's cool. I'm going to save it. Okay. Um, so yeah, about this image, right? We were going to change this image to something else. If I double click into this section, I can change the background, you see? And then if you go here to image, okay, that's how you would change the image. I'm going to look for auto repair images within Wix because they might have something. So I'm gonna type auto repair, enter, and see what Wix comes up with. Okay, so this is really cool. I mean, these work. I think that, yeah, I do like these. Let's say we want more personal. Then we have this one here, these two mechanics, two dudes working on a car. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna click on that. I'm going to change the background and see that. Okay, so now there's a problem because that guy is cut off and we just see his mouth there. All right. So what can we do about that? Well, if we maybe stretch it down, we could increase the height of this block. Is that going to work? Okay, that's not really working because of the width of this. Okay, so let's let's do this. Let's go back and let's choose another image. Okay? So let's double click on that and then we can go to change background, go to image, and we want to get something where if we have a person in it, then it's going to be like it should be more in the middle of the image, okay? Or we could just find something that um, may work in there. Okay. I think this is pretty cool here. Okay. Let's try that. So I'm gonna change background. Okay. Trusted auto repair in Springfield. So so yeah, there's so many things that you can do here. You can get your own image and place it in here. So I just wanted to give you an example of what you can do at this point. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save it again. Autosave is on, but then sometimes there's a glitch and it doesn't save. So I just do that periodically. Okay. All right, cool. So we have other information here. Um, we got schedule your appointment. So so these are all the information that you can change so that you can update it according to what your business phone number is, email, hours of operation, your address, your services, and here your social media. Okay, so you can update it however you want. Let's say, okay, they're showing all sorts of social media here, but let's say you only have like Facebook and YouTube, for example. You don't need all of those, so let's click on set social links, and these are the ones that are currently up. So, you don't have this one, so you can delete it, you can remove it. You don't have Pinterest, you can remove it. Uh, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, okay, that works, right? Um, but then whatever your is, you're going to have to add to this. So let's say Facebook URL, go to this link and then replace it here, okay? Because you don't want people clicking on that as it's Facebook, right? Okay, so you want to put your URL there, hit done and done. That's how you can have your own social icons going to those social platforms. Okay. Um, so these, right? Same thing. You can, just like how we changed out the image here, you can replace the image right here. So if you have other brands and you want to replace them, like Road Trip, for example, you double click into here, change image, and you can upload an image from your desktop, right? And then you can place it in there. Okay. Okay, you're thinking, okay, that this looks pretty good. I'd like to go ahead and see how it'll look live. Now, this is really awesome because website design is this is like as simple as it gets, right? So it has not been published yet. Um, we can see a preview of it. So we'll hit preview. Okay. So we're in preview mode and we can see how it will look. I think that looks really cool. About us, services, awesome. Pricing plans even. If you don't have anything like this, we can take that off. But this gives you an idea of what's going to be on your website, right? This is a preview of it. So, okay, let's go back to the editor, top right corner. And we don't have, let's say we don't have this pricing plans for this business. So we want to take that out of this menu. How do we do that? Okay, so on the left panel, we have pages and menu right here. The third option down, we click on that. That opens up to our site menu. And then pricing plans, we don't want that, okay? We don't want this page. We can either delete it or hide it from view. Let's say if we want to hide it and we could use it some other time, we could do that. If we delete it, then it's gone forever. Okay. So I'm just gonna hide from menu. So just like that, it's gone from the menu. So we have about us, services, contact. Really cool, huh? This is still showing up because we're just on this page, but if we save this and then we go back to, we just go back to our site menu, right? And we go to home, okay? So we can clearly see that we have home, we have about us, services. We still have pricing plans, but you can tell by that little icon that it's not in view. Okay, so you see that it's hidden, so it's not going to show up. How do we know that? Well, if we go to preview mode again, okay, and we click on this, this takes us to our home page. So the pricing plans page is gone. All right. So at this point, let's say if you're happy with this and you want to go ahead and publish it, you've changed everything exactly the way you want it, and you want to go ahead and publish it. Now, to publish it, it will go live, so anyone can see it. Right now, it's in draft form. It has not been published. So if we go ahead and publish it, let's click on that. Okay. Congratulations, your site is published and live online. So if you go to this site, we're going to go ahead and visit this. This is the URL, the custom domain that Wix set up for me for this particular business. Okay, this is live, right? Um, Now I know that's a pretty ugly domain, right? Like how is anybody gonna remember this? And if you have your own domain or if you want to create your own, you can do that. Okay, how do you do that? Well, if we go back here, okay, so um, okay, edit your site for mobile. We didn't look at mobile yet, and we can do that as well, but we'll click out of that. So let's say if you wanted your own domain name. So let's say autoworksvirginia.com, something like that, instead of this crazy one, right? ramastrategies.wixsite.com/auto repair. Okay, you can get that within Wix. You would just have to upgrade your account. Okay. And so I'll show you how you would do that. If you upgrade now, and you can take one of these, let's say this one, auto repair, and you upgrade it and you get to this page. Okay. So if you're just starting out, just get the basics. It's going to cost you 17 per month. Actually, this one is on sale. It's 14.50 per month. So you get 5 collaborators, 50 gig storage space, basic marketing suite, free domain for 1 year. Okay, so that's really cool, right? So this is how you can actually, yeah, get it live with a domain that you choose. Okay, um, so let's say if you decide to select this one, it's going to cost you 14.50 per month for an entire year. It's on sale right now, so you click on that, right? So okay, so you would have to purchase this for 2 years to get that deal. 3 years to get this deal, 10.50 per month. Otherwise, if you're doing it monthly, then it's Okay. So basically, they have you pay the full amount up front. That's how they do it to get this deal. Okay. So if you are wanting this one, it's $36 every month. If you pay lump sum for the year, okay, that's how much you would have to pay to get that. So this is how you would complete your purchase. All plans include custom domain, no Wix branding, and 24/7 customer care. Okay. So you can pay with PayPal, you can pay with your credit card, Apple Pay, put in your information, and go ahead and um, pay there, right? And that's pretty much how you do it. Um, so questions here, how do I get my free domain? Most yearly or multi-year premium plans come with 1 year free domain voucher. So if you purchase some some package like this for a year, you'll get a free domain voucher. You can choose your own domain name with suffixes such as .com, .net, .org, and more. Um, so that's how you do it. I'm not going to go into it right now because I'm not going to be purchasing this. I don't need a domain for this. This is just to show you guys how to build it and to um, get your own domain and pay for it and have it go live. Okay, so um, so yeah, we'll go ahead and close this out since we're not going to continue with this purchase. But yeah, I hope you get the idea here that to build your website, it's very, very easy. As a professional designer, I've been doing this for, man, I've been designing for like, I would say almost 2 decades or more. I don't remember, but for a long time. And everything's changed a lot to build websites. It's incredibly easy. What I'm showing you, these are pretty much tricks of the trade. Um, I can build these websites. I design websites also as a UX designer and hand it off to a development team. I build WordPress sites, but this is by far one of the easiest ways to build a website. Very fast, very easy, quality. Um, yeah, so this is amazing. Okay, so if you want your own website up and running for your business, this is the way to go. It's very easy to learn, and you'll be up and running in no time. Okay, I'm going to cover this to show you the mobile because uh, what's nice about this, these are responsive designs. This is the mobile version. So it's good. It's a good idea for you to go through and check if everything looks good on mobile because this is exactly how it will show up on mobile devices. Okay. I would say this looks really good. Here's the menu, the hamburger menu, about us. Man, this looks amazing. Even the interactions with the images. Um, wow. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. Okay, for some reason pricing plans is showing up in mobile. It's not supposed to do that because in desktop we got rid of that. So you see it's good to check and see what's going on because here pricing plans is showing up. So let's go back to editor. Okay. Meet your site on mobile. Start customizing. Okay, let's skip that. So same thing. I'm gonna go here, menus and pages, pricing plans. That's not supposed to show up in mobile. Let's hide it on mobile. Okay. Let's save it. Okay. Let's go to publish. Let's go view our site. Um, so of course this is the desktop view. To see the mobile, if you guys are interested, you can click here. You can go to more tools, developer, and here to mobile. Okay. I know that's yeah, a lot of steps, but for developers and for those who are interested, this is how you can see the mobile view with within the developer mode. Okay, so now we can see that we've got about us, services, and the pricing plans are gone. Okay, so that worked. Cool. Close that and go back here and go to, this is still the pricing one, so we can go here, go to about us. Yeah, so this is good to go. We'll switch back to desktop. All right. So yeah, this is the basic tutorial for how to build a website for the auto repair business. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope this helps you out for your business. And if you have any questions, please write your questions in the comments below. Please subscribe because I'm going to share a lot of tips and tricks for business owners. So if you're a small business owner and you want to market your business, you want to find out about uh, strategies to grow your business, please subscribe and come back, and I'll be putting out more content for you.